So first, we sifted all of this one time to get the majority of the large coconut chunks broken up.
Yeah.
And now we're sifting it so that you see these little nodule little balls. This is all coconut hair fibers that will prevent the plant from rooting properly. So this is the second sifting so that we're left with this really nice porous soil so that the plant can take root as easily as possible.
What we are doing now?
We're sifting through manure and we're making fertilizer. It's awesome.
Okay.
So today, like first experience, like play with soil and mud. So that's fun now.
So we're weeding so they can plant more vegetables and put some charcoal on top, which gives it nutrients.
Food pantries do for the community, and what effect do you think it has on food distribution within the community?
Well, first off, I've got to say that I have definitely, a long time ago, used food pantry services myself, where there's no money left, there's no money for food, and it's been a great help. I mean, it's very embarrassing to go to someone and say you're out of food. And so having a place here that empowers you to not only be able to take home something by helping out, because when you volunteer here you can take what you need, but also helping other people who don't have time. People are working full time but need something to add to their box of macaroni and cheese, something nutritious. So I don't know, I think that's the main reason why I'm here, and I think it's so important. It's hidden and it's embarrassing, and it shouldn't be. Food shouldn't be embarrassing. Hunger shouldn't be embarrassing.
Definitely.
So again, the lime is cheap. It is $5.95 a bag, 50-pound bag. We actually get it donated from Willamette Industries. They make paint here in town, and they donate every year about 40 bags. And there are some years when we were working with Club Root, they donated 3 pallets, so that would be 120 bags in a year. Okay. The alfalfa is $18.95. Normally we would buy this at Dice Feed, but through a generous donation from Aurora Innovations, they donate 40 bags a year, sometimes 80 bags. The rock phosphate we do buy from Dice Feed at $29 a bag, and the kelp is $90 a bag. As a nonprofit, we couldn't afford to buy that, so we actually get this donated from Aurora Innovations along with the alfalfa that Aurora Innovation makes Roots potting soil, and they donate 40 bags a year at $90 a bag. And they've done that for 4 years. The first year they actually donated 80 bags. And the second year I said, how about 80 bags? And they said, how about 40? And I said, yes, thank you. Right? And so most people would not be able to afford the $90 a bag. And so what they should do is use the green sand, which is just under $35 a bag, and again is available at Dice Feed. People can also get this all mixed together and buy it in like a vegetable planting mix at Down to Earth or Gray's or other garden centers. They'll have it all pre-mixed, something very similar to this, but it's more expensive if you get it pre-mixed.
All right, thank you.
What do you think the relationship between population and environment is, and how that ties in with poverty and food?
Okay. So, that's a question I'm kind of addressing in my dissertation. I don't know how successful I'm being, but...
It's very complex.
Yes, it's very complex. So, with the environment and poverty and food, there's still the issue of competition and commodification. So everything in the environment has a price. Water, land, fertilizer, everything that you could use to make food comes with a price. So that is one issue where you're competing to even be able to get access. Even if people wanted to, like for this garden, have a community garden, you still have to pay for the water and the land somehow. So the fact that everything in the environment comes with a price is going to impact poor people because they just can't compete. There's something else I was going to say about that. The issue with poor people also is it comes with a stigma. And so there might be various politicians or programs which don't want to provide food or healthcare or whatever it might be to poor people because there's a stigma that poor people don't work very hard. Where, it's true some people don't work very hard. Okay, that is true. It's also a fact that there are a lot of people who are unemployed because they can't get a job. Maine is actually one of the most food insecure states in the United States because they have a employment problem. And so you have all these people who are competing for jobs, which also drives down the wages of jobs. And when you have lots of people competing for jobs driving down the wages, then people who are at the bottom, even if they're working 40 hours a week, they're less competitive for environmental resources such as land and water.
Thank you, Craig.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
Awesome.